yourself up to it.
Don't worry. I got it covered, Harper says. Crime scene unit's on the way. Mike's going to get the body out of here once they turn up and do their thing.
Think they'll pull something new?
Perhaps. She is in better condition than the last one, Harper says, feeling dirty for referring to a dead person as a thing, an inanimate object. When you're dealing with dead teenage girls, the only way to cope with what you see, with what you know, is to detach yourself. It helps to have a disconnect. Think of that dead young woman as an object, and maybe you won't end up in a loony bin.
Here.
Stu hands her a cup of coffee.
Drink mine on the way over.
Thanks. Harper stands next to him, her back to the car, looking into the swaying corn, the gray road, the green field, the pale pink sky turning to faded blue, the black girl, the killer's handprints on her throat, the red blossom on her white dress. Harper lifts the lid off the coffee and sips it.
Second body in 3 months, Stu says. Same MO too?
Yeah, looks like it. Stu faces her.
Hey.
Yeah?
Either it's a coincidence the killer's murdered a second black girl, or...
Harper sets the coffee cup on the roof of the car and runs her fingers through her hair. Or he's purposely setting out to kill black girls of a certain age and type, and we're dealing with a fledgling serial killer.
There's a big possibility,
Stu says. You know what really gets me about this guy? Harper asks. The way he closes their eyes. Stu shakes his head, eyes narrowed.
Maybe he's ashamed and can't stand him looking back at him.
Harper doesn't tell him she's already considered the prospect. Any word on our witness? In the early hours, a delivery driver saw a man walk out of the corn, completely naked except for a white mask. A truck was parked 20 yards farther down the road. The driver called it in right away, using his GPS to give them the location. It's the first break they've had with the case so far, if you don't figure the killer's DNA into the equation, taken from the previous victim. But even that proved a dead end. The combined DNA index system contains only known offenders. If the perpetrator has never been caught and booked, he's not in CODIS, and that's about as useful as having fingerprints for someone who's never had their prints cataloged.
The driver's at the station. I asked him to wait.
Thanks. I appreciate that, Harper says. I'll bet Dudley was chomping at the bit to get in there.
He can go kiss my ass.
Stu smiles.
If Dudley thinks he's making lieutenant on the back of our work, he's wrong. I asked Albie to hold the fort till you get there.
Oh, you're not coming along?
The captain's got me interviewing the farmer who works these fields. See if he knows anything. Owen Willard owns all this. I don't think I'll be long.
Harper turns to face Stu and straightens his tie. He looks at her the way he does when they lie in bed after a few beers, listening to her talk, one arm under his pillow, the other around her waist. It's all she can do to look away, thinking of the broken girl in that sea of corn. The crime scene unit arrives in a white van. Harper pats the side of Stu's face and goes to greet them. I guess this is me. Thanks for the coffee, stud.
Anytime, kiddo.
She glances back to see him walk across the road and into the corn. The shifting green stems part and swallow her partner whole. In the little apartment Harper rents over a tackle shop in the middle of Hope's Peak, she has a board on the wall. It's something she started doing back in San Francisco, when she worked on her first big case, a rapist the papers christened the Moth. On the board, the case is a sprawl of information. The newspaper clippings relating to the murder of the first victim, a map of the local area, a pen holding a torn scrap of paper with Magnolia Remy scrawled on it. Later, Harper will go to her apartment and tack another name to the board. She hopes beyond hope that it will not be Jane Doe. When she arrives at the station, Detective John Dudley waits by the interview room. Detective Albert Good is inside, talking to the witness.
Ready to rock and roll?
Dudley asks her. Yeah, Harper says stiffly. But this is my investigation. I'll question him with Good.